But yeah, no, it's been good, man. Actually, this Thanksgiving is a lot better than the last Thanksgiving I had. So I know you know this story,
No.
but
No. Brace yourselves.
oh, it's good. Okay, so last year I went to my first ever Friendsgiving.
Which when I first heard about Friendsgivings, I thought that's a great idea.
Seems
Like
nice,
you move to a new city, your family is
right?
back home, you can't make it. Mom, I can't make it maybe next year.
Mm-hmm.
You get together with your friends.
Right.
So, 20 to 30 people, awesome potluck.
Yeah, there's a lot to be thankful for. It just seems like a nice thing, and you don't have to do it on Thanksgiving. It can just be like your Friendsgiving.
Whenever the schedule allows.
Oh, just adding to the magicalness of the season, as as you put it. So, yeah. So last year, this young lady named, but for this story, we're gonna call her Anne.
And
Anne. Uh, just because one, that's her middle name, but also because just when you think it gets worse, there's a but wait, and this happened. So yeah, so this was actually somebody that you know as well,
yes.
and somebody that well, to be honest, this was the first person I went out with after my wife left. So, the season is Thanksgiving and it's Christmas and the New Year's upon us with hope and wonder and about the future and all the excitements that go on in that time of thing.
So she invited you to a Friendsgiving?
A Friendsgiving. I'm like, word, that sounds really nice. I've been kind of down. I need something to be thankful for. I need something to lift my spirits a little bit. So we go to this Friendsgiving, and so what was going to happen was the first maybe hour or two, it's just going to be me, Anne, and then this couple that's hosting us, and then 2 hours later or whatever, we're going to have the actual party. There's going to be people over, there's going to be music, there's going to be games, whatever, right? So mistake number one, just for people who are out there, we took Anne's car. We didn't.
Oh no! There was no. Remember Vietnam? There was no exit strategy.
Which we've
Rookie.
totally learned from that mistake.
Rookie mistake. So it was just you and her car. So there was no escape.
And there was no escape.
You didn't drive separately. Okay.
I mean, there is Uber, but
well, that's true. That's true.
But I actually don't have that app downloaded, so I'd have to download it and
You'd have to go to the bathroom for a long time.
Yeah.
Okay, so mistake number one.
And we're
exit.
on the way. We're listening to Christmas music. We're getting fancy
so
and
far,
festive.
everything is good.
I'm wearing a sweater.
Oh, he's wearing a sweater. J.C. Penney's over here.
So we do all that, and then we arrive. It's a nice little house. It's a nice little couple. Just it was very double date-ish, which is like okay, all right, okay. And then so this part, it's crazy to me. Okay, so we go inside and we start talking to them, and I'm looking. They have like mashed potatoes, yams, Brussels sprouts. They have potatoes, just about anything you could ever want, right? But I'm noticing a lack of protein. And it turns out this is a vegetarian Thanksgiving.
No!
Which I'm already pissed because it's like, this goes against everything that the Indians would have wanted, the pale-faced pilgrims would have wanted. Like, nobody wants this, right? It's kind of like, Christmas without Santa Claus.
So they were vegetarian in their lifestyle. They were vegetarian. That's what this.
Yeah,
that's
and
why.
like the annoying vegetarians, right? So they were telling me about how
healthy it is.
oh, my skin is so much clearer because I don't eat,
So you
salmon.
realized basically there's going to be no turkey or no ham.
Right. But I'm still trying to be good, like Santa's still watching. I'm still trying to be all, oh, well, that's
You're
okay.
trying to be thankful.
I am. It's tough, though. It's tough. I mean,
Mildly disappointing.
mildly.
So did they have tofu instead?
They had tofurkey or tofuki. What's the
Tofuki.
what's the thing where it's the turkey but it's tofu? Turkey?
Tofurkey?
I don't know. The more we say it, none of it sounds right.
Right.
So
So you sit down. So did they start serving food?
yeah, so everything was
this-
already ready.
At this point, though, when they're serving food, are you going, hey, wait a minute. Where is everyone else?
Well, it was already described to me that it was going to be just the four of us. And then
So there was going to be some party an hour afterwards.
yes, if you had been listening. And so
Well, I thought it sounded like y'all were going to get there early and just chit chat, and then everyone was.
no, we were going to get there early and feast on turkey
But alas.
and spiral ham.
But the company was good, though, at least.
The company was fine. Okay, so the chick was just talking nonstop. She's like, all right, fine. So me and Ann are sitting there, and I don't know these people. I don't know these people from Adam, as old people would say. And then this chick who had hosted us,
And whom you didn't know.
I've known for 5 minutes, turns to me and was like, hey, you're the one divorced, right? Getting divorced? What? Tell me about that. And so I was just like, I looked over at Anne, and she's just like so embarrassed, and is just like got her fork and just stirring the tofurkey into the mashed potatoes. By the way, that were not potatoes, which makes it even worse. It was the cauliflower.
Oh, the
Mashed
mashed
potatoes.
cauliflower. I heard
Dude.
about that. Yeah.
Just stop. So she's like, tell me about that. What's that? What's that all about?
Oh my gosh.
I don't know these people. I've known these people for 5 minutes, which is not something you would say. 5 minutes in, you wouldn't be like, oh, your mom just died, didn't she?
It's like her man pulled her aside.
How did
and was
she
like,
go? Did she go
"All right,
silently?
Fastest one to embarrass the guests gets to take the car for the weekend.
I know. And it was the weirdest thing because Anne didn't say anything. And then this dude was just like, ooh, you could tell that like
Made
he
the
was
ooh
like
face.
upset or, was like, oh, a little like conscious about it. But you could tell he's been in way too many arguments with this chick. And it's just like,
Right.
well,
He's like, oh, let this one. He's like, you gotta take one for
yeah,
the team.
he's
son."
like, you're on your own on this one. And then I was like, but I didn't know what to do. Because, okay, so remember, all that stuff about my marriage was still fresh. And I was just like, man, this is kind of crazy. I was so taken aback and so surprised by
That
it
she actually asked that.
that I didn't know what to do. Like now I would have been like, hey, that's none of your business, right? But at that moment I was just like, and I didn't drive myself. I'm not going to storm out
Right.
5 minutes in, but I was trying to be my best and be like, well, yeah,
I guess.
I was divorced and blah 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 blah. And so she's like, oh yeah, wait, what was her name? Her name's right. And then I just like look at her, and then I look over at Anne, and she is just like as red as her hair at this point, which is pretty red.
Jeez.
And so then this chick across the table from me, we're 7 minutes in. 7 minutes in to, our budding friendship on Friendsgiving. And she's like, all right. And then she looks her up on Instagram and is just like, oh man, look at that. She's super fit. Look at this. Oh, did you see this one? And starts showing me photos of my ex-wife, like sticking her workout butt out to one side, you know? And I was just like, at that point, I was like, all right, you know what? I don't feel comfortable with this situation. You know, that's
She's basically saying, all right, new topic.
like, when is Christmas getting here? So yeah, it was just like, man, this is 7 minutes into this, and I don't know if I can last the next 4 hours or however long we're supposed to be.
Boy, that is straight out of The Office.
Yeah, that's some Michael Scott stuff right there. So that's why I don't have friends. That's my Friendsgiving story.
Wow. Always be socially aware, children, whether you are the guest or the hostess.
Yeah. You know, that whole situation, now I'm thankful that Ann and I aren't together. That's something you could be thankful for. And I'm just because, you know, you inherit those friends. You inherit whoever their family is. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's something to be said for the social circle, I guess, of a life partner.
Dude, that's putting it mildly. Are you kidding me? Dude, Ann, at 4 weeks in, was like, hey, if you asked me right now, I would marry you. And I was like, you know, I don't think that's a good idea. You know, it's a little rough right now. So obviously that didn't work out.
Wow.
Yeah, so that ended, and then like 4 weeks later, she's engaged to like a dude that's got a kid, stuff like that, and you know, living her Thanksgiving.
You missed your chance.
I did, the one that got away, but you gotta appreciate a young lady who knows what she wants in life. I mean, most of the time they don't even know where they want to go out to eat.
You gotta know when to hold them and know when to fold them.